Hey friends, welcome back to Big Nate's Whiskey Lunch. I'm Nate, and today is day 5 of our Whiskey Advent Calendar. Today we're going to be doing NC'Nean Batch 7. NC'Nean is NC apostrophe N-E-A-N. I was doing a little bit of research on it before. It's actually got a really cool name, but it comes in at 46% alcohol by volume. It is a Scotch, it is a single malt, and it does come from Highland. If you watch my video yesterday, just for reference, this is not in Speyside. This is strictly in Highland. It's actually in the lower, kind of in the southwestern end of the Highland region. They are relatively new. This map website that I'm looking at doesn't have any bottlings yet, which means that website needs to be updated. But and for reference, I'm looking at scotchwhiskey.net, and you can look at a map and it gives me everything. But NC'Nean is an abbreviation, and I'm going to butcher this, NC'Nean, who is the Queen of Spirits in Gaelic legend. So that's kind of cool. This is batch number 7. Again, 46% alcohol. Now what's really cool is that this is actually organic. And that's kind of what they promote. I'm looking at a picture of their bottle, and it's a really cool looking bottle. But it's organic. And let's give this a taste. This was released this year, so this is brand new. And again, like I mentioned, it looks like the distillery is pretty new too. So cost-wise, this cost $59.99 here, or I'm sorry, in Scotland in pounds, and the conversion has it at $79.99 in the US or US dollar. So it's an $80 bottle. I'm getting a lot of apple right away, and it honestly, I kind of had to dig a little bit for the nose. Perfumey to an extent. What's there is perfumey. Again, I don't want to say it again, but I'm digging for a nose on this. Like right here, I'm getting almost nothing. Like I could, oh, okay, I'm getting a little bit of Scotch, but I have to go deep for this one. A little bit of ethanol because I went. And maybe a little apple, maybe a little citrus. Now, if you watched yesterday's video for Glengoyne is actually, I'm sure that it's, the kilometer difference is not small, but on a map they look pretty relatively close to each other. So let's give this a try. I've been getting this thing lately when I've been tasting whiskey where it almost comes in layered. Like it hits my tongue, and like there's a layer that goes over the top of my tongue, and then a layer that sticks in the front and kind of works its way around. I don't know if that's just the way that I'm drinking it. I mean, I'm not minding that because I do want to move it around, but that's been interesting. And when it always hits the top of my tongue, I don't taste anything. It just comes off like a liquid, like water or something like that, like room temperature water. Let me give this another taste before I give any notes. It's not bad. That's interesting. Yeah, it's relatively thin. Maybe a little apple, maybe a touch of wood. It doesn't say what type of, oh, it is in oak, but again, it's not single cast, so it's got to be finished in something, and it just doesn't say here. What's interesting is that, I don't know my math for stupid American not knowing a metric system. That's on me. I was going to make a comment about the sizing of the bottle, but it's because it's in metric. Or That might be just measurement. I don't know. It's good. It's just it's not memorable. I won't ever, if I ever see it in the store, I'll be like, oh, cool that they have it. But I would honestly, and if somebody were to say, hey, what do you recommend? I wouldn't go out of my way to recommend it. I wouldn't steer them away. However, I probably would on the price. The Glengoyne was $60, I believe. Yeah, it was $60. And I would have that over this, and that's a 3% less alcohol. But again, in Scotch, that small percentage doesn't make a ton of difference. I just got a lot more flavor off the Glengoyne than I did off of the NC'Nean. Interesting. But I'm really thrilled to have this experience and try things that I'll probably never... It's good to try things that I may never get, and it's good to know what to look for and what not to look for. You know, now if I see this in the store, I know it's probably a pass. And because there's just... The world of Scotch is just... There's just so vast difference because the window that encompasses Scotch is so wide. You know, bourbon, you got a narrow window of because of what it legally has to be. Scotch is a lot bigger, so I'm really excited for this journey, this advent calendar. We're only 5 days in, got 19 left. This is exciting. That's going to do it for day 5. Again, that was NC'Nean Batch 7, organic single malt. And cheers to you guys. See you